Guys, so it is the 20th of March and I'm just out on a dog walk, as you can see. It is a really nice day. It's like really sunny and it's not actually that cold. So yeah, I took my chance and brought the dogs for a nice long walk, so that is very, very nice. So yeah, I haven't done as much like talkie blogging this week yet. I haven't really done that much. Completely failed on my plans to go out and do something for like Paddy's weekend because it was just really shit weather at the weekend, and the Saturday was just very, very cold. I don't normally go to the parade, and I didn't have any plans to go to the parade, and I'm glad I didn't go to the parade because it would have been very, very cold just standing around, and town would have been really busy and packed and full of tourists, and yeah, I'm not really into that a lot. And Sunday I had been thinking about going and doing something, but then there was snow on Sunday, so yeah, like literally 2 days ago this was covered in snow, and yeah, so a lot of things were called off and cancelled because of the snow. So yeah, that happened. So as you saw from some of the other clips, I have been reading. So I've read Almost Love by Louise O'Neill, which was amazing. I read The Early King and the Kid in Yellow by Danny Denton, which was also very, very good. And I just finished Orange Horses by Maeve Kelly, which was pretty brilliant. It is probably the best short story collection I have ever read. Now, in saying that, I have not read an awful lot of short story collections. I am not someone who tends to pick them up, but out of the ones that I have read, this one's definitely the best one, and I loved it. So I'm going to do like a full video review on it, which will be up by the time this vlog is up, so I will link that up above somewhere. So yeah, and I'm reading a thriller at the moment called Skin Deep by Liz Nugent, which starts off with a woman who has a body in her apartment, so a dead body. So that is a pretty interesting start for any thriller, and yeah, basically starts things off on a high. So I am really looking forward to properly getting into that one later and reading it. So for now, I'm just going to continue on my walk. See, the sun is here, which is why I've turned around, because I can't really see with the sun. Walk sideways for a while, but yeah, so that is what I'm doing. I will show you maybe some clips of the dogs walking, which is always fun. They always look super cute, so I will do that, and I'll see you guys at some point in the future when I vlog again. I am just at the Holly Black signing Q&A now in Eason's, and I found people, Gabby and Rachel. Rachel is Gabby's friend, and we're trying to convince her to start a book too, because yeah, and she's my friend now too. Yeah, you be my Q&A friend.
You just learned my.
I normally always normally come to these things on my own. So the more people I know that come to these things is good. So yeah, so I will try and put in some clips, whatever I do get recorded, but we will see. So yeah.
Like by the end, she's a complex character, and that her decisions are very intriguing and interesting. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, because I'm sure you haven't read it yet. But she is a very she makes really interesting decisions that you wouldn't know. I suppose because she's there for 10 years, she's adapted to play the game, I suppose.
So Jude grows up, having this parent figure who is also the murderer of her parents. And that was the thing about her that really interested me, because she has lived in a state of low-level anxiety, let's say, for her entire life. And so she is comfortable with being kind of scared all the time, which is very unhealthy, but is also really good in terms of making a whole bunch of big political moves.
I remember someone going, oh, the father, he murdered the parents, but he's an honourable man because he brought them back. I'm like, your definition of honourable.
Well, right.
But again, he is honourable, but I still like.
Well, that's the interesting thing about bears, right? They have a moral system that's not our moral system. So by his lights, probably he shouldn't have murdered her parents. I mean, it wasn't his greatest hour. But what was really important is that, of course, these are his wife's children. So of course now, they're his problem.
Yeah, let's get over there. And I want to do a few quick fire questions, and then because there better be a million questions. Because normally we get to that moment and it's like nobody puts a hand up. But I'm warning you now, we're coming out there soon, and we will actually. Well, we know we've got Sarah in the back, of course. Things go bad. She's so quiet. But just with regards to the writing process, are you? And it's probably one for Are you a solitary? Or do you prefer I call it the room of doom, like where you hide away, or are you sitting in a cafe going, "Isn't it lovely sunny day?" Or how do you write?
I do it all. I have my own. I have an office in the house, and sometimes I write there. A lot of times I write at night. I have a almost 5-year-old, and I've been going on retreats, which I didn't understand why people went on writing retreats, because I thought, what are you doing on a retreat that you can't do at home? Then I went on one and produced so much more, because you're separate, you're stepping out of your life for a while, and you get to go to sleep and wake up with your story in your head. And you really can produce a lot more writing. And
there's a lot of on the Twitter, you see a lot of authors go on mass on retreats, which I'm going, that's totally dodgy, because there's no way you're going to write if you're hanging with your mates. But seemingly it actually works.
I think the thing that is really nice about going on retreat with the same people, I don't think I could go away with people I only knew sort of a little, because then I would want to get to know them better and I want to talk to them. But with people you know really well, the great thing is what mostly you're talking about is the writing. And so you're like, friends, I have a problem. And they're like, again? And I'm like, friends, you have to help me with my problem. And they'll give you some suggestions of how to get unstuck. Writers often don't work in the kind of way in which you can go to the water cooler and have a minute where you can, check in with people. And so I think we build in opportunities for that, either by working in shared spaces like coffee shops, or going on retreats, or for some people going online.
Yes. Music or no music when writing?
I make a playlist. It's a great way to waste time.
Yeah.
And also, it's a great way to also kind of get back into that space. But I do slowly delete songs from the playlist as I go. So it gets more and more strange until toward the end it's just 2 songs repeating over and over again. And then I can probably never listen to them again. And it's unnerving if they come on the radio.
Is it the Cruel Prince song? Or song?
Well, the first song is Run From Me, which I don't know if you've ever heard, but if you haven't, you should listen to it, because you're like, oh man, this really is the prologue. It says, run from me, run my good wife, run from me, run for your life.
All the hits are getting people are like, what is that?
Hi guys, I'm just talking really quietly because it's like 3:30 in the morning. I am just getting ready to go to the airport because I am going to Belgium today to go see my brother, who is he's on a kind of college work placement in Leuven, which is just near Brussels. So I'm going there for the weekend just to visit him, just for the last weekend in March. So I just thought might as well bring you guys along with me. So yeah, I'm just getting ready to go to the airport, and I just wanted to do a really quick update just before I do kind of airport clips, so you know what's going on. I have obviously books to bring with me. The first one is The Donacher by Caroline Barry, which is amazing. I'm loving this. I'm only like a tiny way through it, if you see it in a moment, and it's a chunky book. So the other book I am bringing is Grief is the Thing with Feathers by Max Porter, which you guys know I'm going to see on Monday. So today is Friday. I'm going to go and see this on stage on Monday with Cuillin Murphy is going to be in it. So really looking forward to that, but I need to read the book so I know what's going on. So yeah, I'm hoping to read this as something, though this is really sad, so I don't know if this is a great one to read while away or like on a plane, so I'll keep you guys updated on that one. Hi guys, so it is like 10 o'clock, half 10, quarter to 11. It's quarter to 11 in Belgium, which means it's only quarter to 10 in Dublin. And as you can see, I'm here in my hotel room, and my brother doesn't get off work until like later on this evening, so like between 4 and 5, so I won't see him until then. I have like a lot of time now to just rest and read and do whatever I want. So yeah, I just thought I would check in really quickly and let you know how I was getting on. It's really weird being in like a hotel room by myself. It's the first time I've been like completely by myself. Like I've travelled like on a plane and stuff by myself before, but I've always like met up with friends on the other side, or like stayed with friends, where this time is like the first time I have travelled alone and I'm like in a hotel by myself, so that is like definitely a new experience. It's kind of strange, but yeah, I mean the hotel room is nice. It's like pretty basic. See, I already have like all my stuff out everywhere. The only thing that is kind of weird is that the shower and like the sink is here, and like there's like a really weird looking shower here, which to be quite honest doesn't look that appealing, and then the bathroom is like over here, like the toilet. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but I think it's because it's like it is kind of eco-friendly, so they actually flush their toilets with rainwater. So I'm presuming that's why the toilet is completely separate from the sink. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of strange, but yeah, just means you have to kind of wander from room to room every time you go to the toilet to wash your hands, which doesn't make that much sense, but we'll see. So I got a good chunk of the Dollar read as well when I was on the plane. I'm like halfway through it now, because that's like all I did in the plane was just read this. I was listening to, I literally have like a few chapters of The Cruel Prince left on my audiobook. The headphones are like Bluetooth, and I forgot to charge them last night and they went dead, like just like on the plane they went dead, so I was like, well, that's great. So yeah, that's just charging there, so I'll probably maybe listen to that later or something, I don't know. So yeah, for now I'm still reading Dollar. I'm really enjoying it. Might get another chunk read, I don't know. I am a little bit tired, and I'm like, if I'm gonna go out later and get dinner and have drinks or whatever, I should probably maybe sleep at some point, just have a couple of hours. I don't know, we'll see. We are on the train to Bruges. Annie's reading, for once, with my brother. What are you reading, Keith?
Planet Factory.
Who got you that? I did. So we're on the plane to, no, we're not on the plane, we're on the train. We're on the train to Bruges. Take about an hour, and we're gonna catch up on our reading, obviously, because that's what we do on the train. So obviously I am home now. I wasn't as great as I thought I would be in vlogging in Belgium, just more because like I wasn't really going over to sightsee. I was just going over to see my brother. My hair is like, what is going on with it? So yeah, so we just really kind of like walked around Leuven, and then we had the trip to Bruges, which I did record a little bit of. So yeah, it was really nice. I definitely enjoyed my visit and seeing my brother, obviously. So yeah, I am home now. I'm just trying to get my vlog done. I am reading Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, because I want to read this before I hopefully see the movie at some point in the next couple of weeks, because the movie is out now. So I do want to reread this because it's been a few years since I read this. This was in maybe my first or second ever wrap up on BookTube. Was the first time I read this, so it's been almost 3 years, because my third BookTube anniversary is at the start of May, so like it's pretty soon. So yeah, so I just wanted to thank you guys for watching the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. and thank you guys so much for joining in on the Irish Readathon. If you did, I had such a great time. I really enjoyed myself, and I'll see you guys again next time.